wandered into a forbidden area. You sense it might be time to leave. Congratulations, you've convinced them to give you access. Now what?
You! Not supposed to be here! Leave!
Someone's reported a theft in this area. It seems you're the likely culprit. What will you do?
Interlocking circles with moons and stars. This must be the seal mentioned in that journal.
Better take a closer look.
What's that? A couple turns should do it.
Can you believe this is my first time in the Underdark? The world is so big!
The Underdark, as if we didn't face enough dangers back up on the surface.
I've rarely had to venture this far below the surface. Rare is the underbeast that takes to the sun.
Can't afford to stay idle.
At least things have stayed interesting.
Fungal spores. Refreshing. Oh, I don't like that. Can't be anything good.
More are coming.
Tell me you hear that voice.
They're coming. They're coming.
It said, they're coming.
They're coming. You're coming.
No one stopped me yet.
May the darkness protect you.
Huh?
Whatever it was, I stand ready.
You were swallowed by a chorus of turbulent music. Through one creature sing many voices, the harmony of an entire collective.
Sovereign, he has come. He is here.
The choir fades. A single melody rises above the others, brassy and commanding.
I am sovereign.
You see a vision. Your lifeless body wrapped in fungal tendrils. The Sovereign is threatening you.
State your purpose.
Fungal roots weave through your mind, seeking your true intent. Then the Sovereign drones a new melody, cautious but welcoming.
I can mend neither skin nor spirit, but we still might commune. Descend to me. Let us speak in flesh.
The persistent music coaxes you forward. The Sovereign expects you. Fungus and mold glaze the grotesque creature's face and body. A voice drifts into your mind as you gaze upon the misshapen servant.
Leave this one. Come to me. We must speak.
The Myconid knows of your transgressions. They must be punished. The Myconid calms. You may go in peace.
Ah, a visitor. You're a welcome sight. But let us observe the customs of the locals.
The scholar's brow tenses. His voice spills into your skull, the spores connecting mind to mind.
Blurg, proud member of the Society of Brilliance, at your service. Or perhaps not. Your mind is far more complex than that of the fungi. The feeling is mutual, friend. I have only passing familiarity with the surface races. But I found that there is as much to learn from an individual as there is from a community. So it is with the Myconids. They live in harmonious unity, but each has a unique personality. My colleagues and I are working to improve conditions in the Underdark. This need not be such a dire, hostile place. It's curious to find a surface dweller here. What has brought you down so deep? Truly remarkable. But why come to the Underdark, where they hold so much power? You were infected by an illithid tadpole? It's a miracle you're still intact. You must be worried sick, but have no fear. I have a friend who may be able to assist. Omelium!
I hope this is important, Blurg. My Zerkwood samples need constant attention.
It is. This adventurer has an illithid tadpole inside his head, but he hasn't turned.
No ceremorphosis? That's impossible, but intriguing. Are you looking to have it extracted? I have broken free from the Elder Brain's yoke. I no longer serve the grand design. I ask that you refrain from violence, while I respect that your opinion of my kind may not change. A collective quest to eliminate the Gith and enslave all other humanoids. If that settles matters for the time being, would you like a diagnosis? Open your mind to me. Let us see what lurks within.
As the Meloam's mind pierces yours, the tadpole pulses with power. It feels 10 times its size. Alive, awake, almost smug.
This is most unusual. The incubation period should be complete, as should your transformation. But the larva is infused with strange magic. It appears to be in some form of stasis. No, it appears to be shielded from physical and magical influence. Moreover, the cranium has undergone severe trauma. It is a miracle the brain functions at all. Extraction would risk much. The larva is not the only creature that has been inside this brain, but at present it is the sole resident. It seems as if someone did not want you to. Unfortunately, beyond the assessment of my own kind, I cannot speculate what has passed through your cerebrum. But not to worry. Should you transform, I will happily perform a new examination. A Nautiloid? Fascinating. I have never set foot on one myself. They were our warships during the greatest eras of the Illithid Empire. We ruled the entire astral plane from their decks. The design was lost when the Gith rebelled and ended our dominion. Of course. I am sorry I cannot assist you in its removal. But I have an idea.
Oh, perhaps I should start taking notes.
There may be a way to bypass that stasis. There are many alchemical substances that can influence the mind. I do not intend to shatter its protection. I need only bypass the interference that prevents me from communicating with the lava. A tincture distilled from a collection of rare mushrooms. They have subtle psionic influence. I would require a fresh tongue of madness and Timusk spores. But be warned, in their natural state, both of these mushrooms can be quite dangerous. Timusks cause confusion in those that approach them. The tongue is self-explanatory. My formula will hamper the more harmful effects once the mushrooms are brewed into a potion. Your sanity, however much you possess, should remain intact.
The Underdark, of course, although they are quite rare, and their discovery perilous. I imagine Lenore would have them in her possession. She served Mystra as a cleric. She is quite fond of her garden. Lenore has always been a lonely sort. Nature was her only companion. I offered her the chance to join the society, but she refused. Her experiments on Susa bark took priority.
May your travels be safe and swift.
Welcome back. Have you made any new discoveries? Yes, but it has abundant natural resources. Spores, water orbs, Trillimac. I've studied them for years.
There is rare magic in the Underdark too. Fairsrest. It radiates from the earth, warping, teleportation, and divination magic.
This is not a wasteland. It is a glorious ecosystem. Every civilization here could thrive without conflict. I do enjoy a good bargain, if anything in my private collection is to your liking.
I have never seen anything like it, though. Is my species evolving? I greet you, child of the sun. How has your search for the mushroom? I was born with a propensity for arcane magic my people despise. It gave me the strength to resist the Elder Brain. Every waking hour I pushed back against its dire hold. My wizardry empowered me. The moment its control shattered, I fled. Before the colony discovered, I had defected. In the beginning, I had an arrangement with a lich. Excellent company, despite what one would expect. I required brains, he required souls. A perfect symbiosis. But our ambitions eventually splintered. I wished to better the world, and he preferred its rot. So I left his company, and thus I now feed from those who act against the society's goals. Perhaps the peoples of the Underdark will be less inclined to violence if they comprehend the cost, yes?
How is your more personal research progressing?
Not well. The nutrition my species receives from our mines is difficult to emulate.
What's that?
Reckon it might be enough to cover rent. Seems the shrooms are letting in more people every day. You see a fella on his own on your way in. Dwarf. Balin's his name. Bald, blue tunic, dumb as a stick. Right. Never mind. My useless husband. Sent him for an errand. It's no surprise he's made a mess of it. Knock yourself out. But don't come begging for coin if you find him. You try to ransom him to me, you'll find yourself skint and stuck with a fat old lout. Balin, where are you?
The pride of the gate.
Want master back. He treats me good now. Doesn't kick me anymore. I'm waiting for master. Miss his scratches. Can't leave without him.
Fleshwalker, tongue talker. Far you've come. Reach into memory. Tell me of home.
It mourns, moved by your emptiness. It reveals its own home in reply. A humid cove filled with decaying myconid corpses.
Dwegar destroyed my people. I am a sovereign with no circle. I do not belong here. I am not welcomed here.
Perfectly hidden.
Stop! Stop!
Bibberbang!
You recognize the name. Bibberbang, a mushroom that releases dangerous spores. Highly flammable.
I know that! Scroll!
Escape! My bag, please! I've dropped it somewhere! Yes! That's... Yes! Oh, I'm fine. I just have to... And then... Here! God. I can finally breathe. Ah, right, what were you saying?
fine. My mind, not what it used to be. I need to go. For you. Your trouble. Ta.
Into the hole, you see only darkness. It's impossible to tell how deep it goes by sight alone. Faint sounds echo against unseen stone, nothing discernible by eye or ear. Your call echoes as it plunges downward, before gradually fading away. Offers only pitch black. The hole offers only pitch.
Look at that! Got my useless old man back. I suppose that's your doing. His hands are empty as a hole. We'll have to send him back out soon enough. Please, Balin's got a job to do. We can leave when he's done it. Collecting noble stock. Valuable mushroom. We've a shop in Baldur's Gate. The locals go mad for it. Nearly nothing it can't cure. Blindness, poison, hair loss. Probably. But Balin in his right mind wasn't worth half of noble stock. I know him better than anyone. Got the scars to prove it. I'll go myself.
I'll have to be more watchful next time. On my tongue. I offer to parley, and he brings a spectator. Twit. Quite ruined my ambush. Now, you are? Ha! A rival. A mere footnote to my legend. You should be more concerned with who I am. I am Dawn. Third son of House Bartol, first-rank evoker, and initiate of Graven Hollows. Oh. Oh, no, no, my dear dark gods below, no! A memory shard. They hold their glow for years. And it's fading. It contains knowledge that is precious to me. If it has grown this dull, then my enemies have already found the forge. Which bastard stole my glory? Zargrim? Philro? Impossible! The master of the Adamantine Forge would be known and feared throughout the Underdark. Unless... Huh. Ha! The fools must have turned back, or, better yet, died in the search. Good. If they had just surrendered their research to me, we might have found the forge together. But no. They hoarded their knowledge, left each of us clinging to scraps. I had the good sense to lock mine away in the shard. And now I can claim the forge alone. Enterprising of you. The others knew of the forge's defenses, its operation, but I am the only one who knows its location. You proved your power in freeing me, but I need no more rivals. Try to take this as a compliment, yes?
Kill! Kill! Again!
The crystal shines only faintly. A memory shard, the wizard had called it. The crystal's glow swells, drawing you into its depths. You are transported somewhere deep, loud, and hot as the hells themselves. Within the Underdark's bowels, beyond an ancient stronghold, hovers a giant hammer, waiting to fall. An echoing clang, and you're back to yourself, left only with a firm sense of a place, a grand forge.
What creatures live in waters this dark?
Too loud, sun scum. Heard you stumbling. Can hear you blinking. Noise gets you eaten down here. Reckon I'll hush you before something hungry comes along.
His fist grips an axe. On his gnarled grey skin, you see the Absolute's brand.
Burning those into just anyone now, are they? No harm. Every army needs grunts to run in and die first. Even the Absolutes. But spoil my hunt, and you're dead. Told you, hunting. Slave ran away, took Sergeant Thrin's boots. Gotta kill the slave and fetch back the leather. Or the bosses in Moonrise will have Thrin's hide. Not as alone as we'd like. Slave's got herself some protection. Hiding up there in a myconid circle. Can't get past those rot flowers. They get in your head, make you see things. Half my squad jumped off a cliff.
Laughing! I'll wait here. She'll make a run for it eventually. Then I'll get her. You're either brave or stupid to be worried about your purse in these parts. Get those boots. Then we can talk rewards. She's with the rest of our expedition across the lake. Special mission for the Absolute. Deep Gnome slave. They all look the same. But this one's got fancy boots. Do what you will with the body. I couldn't care less.
What is the creature doing?
The Sovereign's thick fingers stroke the corpse at its feet. A droning melody greets you as the creature turns its gaze to you.
Flesh talker. I show you a memory. Watch and listen.
A violent vision grips you. Dwegar, dark dwarves chopping myconid remains.
They broke our peace. They killed our young.
The Sovereign's song slows to the pace of a dirge. It is still in mourning.
We laid waste to many, but intruders remain. Lakewood.
The Sovereign's song halts as it measures your worth.
I sense your resolve. You will find Dwegar invaders near Lake's Edge. Cleanse the rot. Destroy them.
Dwegar invaders? We can manage that. Better than picking this fight, surely.
Deep purples swirl into familiar shapes. Gnomes in mining gear, chased by Dwegar.
The Dwegar seek a gnome. It is a guest. We breathe life into our enemy's flesh. The dead make a fine host for my growing children.
If I die down here, destroy my corpse. Don't.
Her condition is familiar. Poison, derived from a wild weed common to the Underdark. She'll need an antidote soon, most likely held by the poisoner.
Gods! Whatever that is, I needed it. Why are you helping me? I thank you for your help, but I gotta get moving. Oh, Carl's garters. Oh, I don't have time for this. My kin need me. Seems you're the helping kind. All right. I need you to rescue my kin. Not charity, mind. We can pay. We're Iron Hand Clan. Best artificers in Baldur's Gate. We were on an expedition down here when the Dwegar snatched us up. I got away, but not the others. The Greys have them digging out some old ruin across the lake. Some dusty temple. It doesn't matter. They'll work my clan to death before they ever get near it. Just mining for materials. Nothing unusual.
The briefest hesitation, but enough. She's lying.
But our work pays well. Help my clan and we'll make it worth your while, I swear. Fine. It's complicated, but my clan has trouble back in the city. A blood feud. We were searching for something to turn the tide. That's all I can say. But it's worth a lot to us. Understand? Look, you've done me a good turn and you deserve the truth. But that's as much of it as I can tell, I swear it. If you need to go your own way, I respect that, but still, I'm asking. Thank you. Only wish I could go with you. But here. I nabbed these boots from the Greys when I ran. I'll feel better knowing you're using them to kick some Dweger ass. I'll mark where I made my escape, and wait here, I suppose. Not much choice, eh? I'm coming along, just not fast enough. Any word on my people? Hunters? Scavengers, more like. Waiting out there in the dark for me to die. Course, I reckon the Myconids are doing the same thing. You've seen how they put the dead to work. This damned place. Once my people are free, I promise you, we will not be coming back. Don't know. Longer than I'd like, but a slow recovery, still a recovery.
Nothing. Both animals look fine. Scratch's tail wags furiously. These two have become firm friends. Nothing. Both animals look fine, watching you expectantly.
Killed a few giant bats in my day story, but never hunted a vampire.
Just to remind you, I'm merely a spawn. It won't count. But if you want a true vampire, I'm happy to recommend one.
Fungus and mold glaze the servant's face and body. Through music and vision, the sovereign reveals its origins. You see a frothing duergar, axe drawn, crazed by bloodlust, bearing down on a young myconid. A frightened myconid circle conjures mildewed vines. They encircle and transform the duergar. It now belongs to the circle. It will obey the sovereign.
Dead. Told you. Gotta kill the slave and fetch back the leather. Or the bosses in Moonrise will have Frinn's hide. You're either brave or get those boots. Then we can talk rewards. What a hunt. Maybe you'll find a belt next. Right. I'll mop up here. You get across the Ebon Lake. Find Sergeant Thrinn. She'll reward you. Not too sharp, are you? Look for a duergar with a sour mug and bare feet. Squad of my kin camping in some ruins. Pack of gnome slaves there too. We're using them for excavation. There's some more ruins Moonrise wants us to make a path to. There's something hidden in them. Something the Absolute wants.
A vessel wobbles on the lake's murky waters.
What are you doing on Gek's raft? Where's Gek? Who are you? Well, I'll be. You got them? The sergeant's been whining non-stop. What about Gek? Where's he at? More like avoiding the sergeant, I reckon. Come on. Let's get you to shore. You're the one telling the sergeant what happened. The rest of you, keep patrolling. I'll be heading back with this one.
You continue forward in silence until the lights of a camp twinkle through the murk.
out sideways. We've got a welcoming party.
You shithead! Time you showed up, we got trouble.
Spit it out! Sergeant finally choked on True Soul Near's prick.
Rugno! The twat soul caused a rockfall, trapped tighter than a ring on a fat finger.
You're shitting me. You pay up?
That's the trouble. He's got the gold on him. Sergeant's arm is falling off with all the gnome slaves she's been beating. Who's the hoon, Greyman? Another slave for the dig?
Call me slave again, and I'll feed you your own stomach.
Ooh, this one's feisty. Thrin's gonna knock the snot right out of him. That's so.
You feel the slightest of stirrings in your head. The Dwergar is not infected, yet your minds resonate.
I'll be. You ain't shitting. Felt the tingle. Your twat soul chum owes us a load of coin. You want through? Make a donation. Unclog your hole. Just shitting around. But I'm warning you, that twat soul ain't settled up soon. There'll be hell to pay for the lot of you cult buggers.
So, are we saving this Near from suffocating or leaving him to die? I'm fine with either, naturally. The last thing I want to do is ruin these nails digging through rock. Gods, really? Oh, saving a drow I can understand, but saving gnomes? Oh. But if you insist on being a hero, I won't get in your way. Just don't expect me to help, either.
What's a fort like this doing in the Underdark?
Whoever built it, they've let it rot for ages.
How peculiar. Smooth face, cobbled edges. They're a sign. They must be. A sun dweller in these parts. Look here, my topside friend. I need fresh eyes, and I doubt I'll find fresher. As rare as a smile in Sindlerin, you might say. But I've no skill for slaving. I prefer chisel to cane. But these learned eyes reach their limits, and so I must humbly request yours. The rock, the rubble, all of it, if I may be so bold. Take a look. Tell me what you see, and be thorough.
The statue's meandering curves and golden edges stand out against the weathered masonry behind it. Two styles, two eras. The statue was carved from newer stone and erected by latecomers to this ancient fortress.
Anything standing out?
Nothing odd catches your eye. Boulders and stone bricks of various sizes clutter the corridor. Many split cleanly in two, yet some walls remain fully intact. No quake brought these rocks down. They were smashed through in an instant. Something big charged through here. Something very big.
What do you think? Yes, the rubble. Oh, it was a great beast that tore these walls down. I should have known. The statue is newer than the fortress, you say? So obvious in hindsight. Alas, you've left me with more questions than answers. My survey continues. Well, let's see what you've got. That's all then.
If you aren't here to inspect the stonework, then get lost. And if you are, well, I doubt you've got anything useful to say.